got? Good things done by horrible people. Off rip, if you see the chat randomly start moving, it's because I just now booted stream. We wanted to get a reaction going before starting the stream. So you already know the vibes. Be sure to check out my stuff.
Nah, yo.
Be sure to check out Stanley's stuff.
Stanley live.
And let's just get straight into it. Talk to me.
Done by bad people. When you mention an absolutely evil person, the first thing you're going to discuss is the
GOAT! Oh, my fault.
bad things.
No, you can't switch sides.
What are you talking about?
We had a whole argument, remember, off stream.
Oh my God.
Who did you pick?
That long
You picked
ass-
somebody crazy.
I said Oppenheimer has done more damage to society than
yeah, and I
Saddam.
disagreed, and I said it was Big Ben. I ain't gonna lie.
That's something, yo. Big Ben is crazy.
Big Ben, no 10.
Ben, wait, what? His name is Ben. I see.
Come on
I
now.
see.
Go by nicknames when
But
you
in
a
this
goat.
video, I wanted to explore the juxtaposition between
You gonna stand on that?
Like he's a goat?
Are you gonna stand on that?
Bro, Mr. Beast.
Really? Wait. One second. I need you to really look. I need you to really look at the screen.
Okay.
Right? I need you to really look at this.
Yeah.
I need you to look at what the OBS looks like.
Yeah.
And I need you to really think about what you say before you say it.
Mr. Beast, LeBron James, Kai Cenat, Bonnie Blue, Osama Bin Laden.
What's the correlation?
Goats.
I need you to really look at OBS, bro. Like, you see what's on the screen. I need people actually.
You know the thing? Rest in peace. But you know the thing is, it don't even have to happen. Now you can literally see a plane in the middle of nowhere and think about it. Motion. That's motion. That's motion. That's dead motion. I'm not gonna lie. That's motion. That's motion.
bad people and good deeds. Obviously not to sympathize with or rationalize with these horrible people that I'm going to be mentioning, but just to shed some light on some interesting historical
You think Mustache Man is worse than Osama? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not even close.
facts in a rather morbid way, and to kind of open your mind about how complex people and situations really are. Let's explore some of the good deeds done by some of the worst people.
I know for Mustache Dude, it's he made crazy breakthroughs in science because of human experimentation.
Word?
Yeah, they were like he was experimenting on, you know.
I feel
We'd be way behind on medicine if it wasn't for bro.
We appreciate you.
I was wrong salute.
Yeah, that's your turn. That's your turn. Nah, that's overly your turn. That's overly your turn.
My fault. That's me.
I feel like Adolf Hitler was a
Steph
natural
Curry.
starting point for this video. And honestly,
Good
his
adversary. Good adversary.
Racking the bag, bro.
atrocities and crimes against humanity don't really need a explanation. But I do feel it's important to reiterate exactly how evil this man was.
W emote only.
However, did you know that there's a very likely chance the car that you may drive on a daily basis
Oh yeah.
You made whips too?
No. Mercedes, I think BMW. Like, yeah, no, they were designing like tanks and stuff. No, they have crazy past, bro.
That's why that Escalade feel like that when you go
No,
boom in that mode.
that's an American car. That's Cadillac. Maybe like you don't rock with any.
GMC. What's the jump with the V?
Volkswagen.
Come on now.
Yeah. No, they was designing like tanks and stuff.
exists because
Hey!
let me explain.
First
During
try.
the 1930s, Hitler wanted a lot of things. One of those
Are we
things
just saying
was
any name?
affordable
Yeah,
vehicles
we're not on Twitch right now, bro. Relax, Dang.
for every German family. He wanted a car that could haul a family, some luggage, and also be affordable and reliable. He wanted a car for the people, a people's car.
It took me a second. Why are you laughing?
And you probably already see where this is going. If you don't, people's car in German translates to Volkswagen. And in 1937, Volkswagen was established in Wolfsburg.
Because if you talk about Volkswagen on Twitch, it'll be an Autobahn. Because an Autobahn, and we're talking about like Mustache Dude. Autobahn is the highway that you could.
But Autobahn, because
It's a calm bar.
calm bar.
That-
It's not quite a stretch, but it's not.
You know what I'm
quite
saying? I was like, a stretch?
Not.
Highway.
Germany. Just for a bit of context, cars were an extreme luxury at this point in time, and roughly only 1 of every 50 Germans actually had a vehicle.
Oh yeah, Evie is from Germany.
Shout out Evie.
Most people either had a bicycle at best or their feet at worst. So this plan for widespread affordable vehicles was rather ambitious, and for that reason took a lot of initiative and effort. And one man who put a lot of effort into this Volkswagen project was Ferdinand Porsche, a man we'll discuss later. At this time, Ferdinand was a well-known automotive engineer.
What's good, the ultimate life form?
And he was the person who created the initial design for the Volkswagen Beetle, a car that would go on to change the world.
That's not even, it doesn't even exist. It's a drawing of one. No, that doesn't, no. What? That's such a stretch. What?
Actually, nah, it's a very compact vehicle.
But the progress of
whack
this vehicle and the project wasn't linear, because although Hitler had this initiative and was pushing this messaging and Ferdinand was developing this prototype vehicle, once 1939 came around, car production came to a halt and tank production was the sole focus of almost every factory.
That junk got a B-58 in it, bro. I ain't gonna lie, twin. That junk gonna have an M badge on the back of it. That's a GLE tank.
Moving automotive products. But that's kind of where the
G and G-Wagon stand for gas. Okay, look, I saw an opportunity for a joke and I took it, and I shouldn't have did that. Shouldn't have did that. That one was me. I'll take that one. It's gonna be a long day, bro.
Good ends in this entire situation, because the more onion layers you peel back, the more dark it actually gets. Because for starters, although Hitler really wanted to have
can we stop saying it?
Affordable vehicles, that goal was never met by Hitler. And Volkswagen
all right, bro.
success isn't really attributed to Hitler. It's actually attributed to the British who took over the project after World War II.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
Nah, that's Volkswagen to live on. After the war had ended, there was a bit of a debate whether or not Volkswagen was a consumer automobile company or a war production facility. And depending on what these factories were classified as would drastically change the outcome, because if this was a war production facility, then it could be dismantled by the British and tools and machines could actually be taken as war reparations. After the war, it was up to the British to try to decide new management. And to put it briefly, the British didn't want Volkswagen. The British called Henry Ford to see if he wanted Volkswagen for free. He didn't want Volkswagen.
For free?
And because nobody really wanted Volkswagen, a man named Heinrich Nordhoff, who was a German engineer, had the opportunity.
Isn't Heinz Dr. Doofenshmirtz's name?
Hold on, you might be onto something. Heinz Doofenshmirtz. And there is the Doof on the back of that name. You kind of switch those around. And
so I'm thinking, bro, the reason all of his machines have the self-destruct button, World War II. Because they reminiscent, because like they be blowing shit up, bro. That's what I'm thinking.
Come on now.
They're not connecting it.
Come on now. And you gotta think about it.
The balloony, bro. They was using balloons in the joint.
You gotta see it. Heinz Doofenshmirtz.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want niggas to catch up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta see it. You gotta see it. I be trying to show people, because I'm trying to show people something and they not trying to see it.
See, and what do you do? And what do you do when someone says some whack shit? You throw tomatoes, nigga.
Nah, I think we might have solved this one.
Yo, the CIA see this, we're done for, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Get the up, nigga. I hurt my knee on stream yesterday. I was gonna commit, but oh, you want to see the water bottle that did it?
Damn.
Yeah.
I know a shorty who looked just like that.
Yo. All right.
Nah, thin in the middle and
How's the knee? Horrible. Horrendous.
To rebuild the brand with the ambitious plan. And while there was a lot of post-war rules around German production, as far as Volkswagen is concerned, the rest is history. And the Volkswagen Beetle was a massive success. And Volkswagen is a car manufacturer, and the Volkswagen Group are massive entities to this day. And if you want a bit of a morbid...
Yeah, right? Isn't that crazy?
Is Ducati not a Bugatti knockoff? Ducati?
I have no clue what Ducati is, actually.
That has to be a Bugatti knockoff, like clearance.
Well, why would it be a knockoff if they own the brand?
There's like Walmart has stuff, and then they have the great value stuff.
What the fuck is a Ducati?
I'm going motorcycle.
Oh, yeah, that has to be it.
It has to be.
They're motorcycles? Oh. I didn't know that.
Parlay hit it. Oh my gosh, I'm good.
Go to the Volkswagen wiki page. It takes about one scroll to start seeing pictures of Hitler. But like I said, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Because when the initial Volkswagen project was happening, the Nazis didn't hire just anybody to build these
Why your finger pointing like that, bro? Looks like a pretty ambiguous. That's an interesting pose to use when talking about this topic, gang. I don't know if he's pointing, bro.
Cars. No, they used slave labor, and it's reported.
I didn't know you know it. Yeah.
That the Nazis used over 15,000 slaves from different concentration camps to provide the manpower for the People's Car Project. You know you're an evil person when even one of the best things that people can attribute to you is still shrouded in just...
I thought he was talking about the medical breakthroughs. I didn't realize he did the stuff with Volkswagen
They didn't
too.
talk about medicine a single time.
Not one time, bro.
darkness and abuse. If nothing else, you'll likely be looking at Volkswagen just a little bit differently from now on. Ferdinand Porsche. I wanted to give Ferdinand his own section just to not overcrowd the first section.
Yo!
But I will keep this one a bit brief. Ferdinand Porsche wasn't on Hitler levels of
Is that like Porsche, or is it just a random dude with the last name Porsche?
Gotta be Porsche.
horrible, but he was very
Dang, because I kind of want a Camaro, bro, or Carrera, whatever the it's called.
involved in the German war effort during World War II. Ferdinand was directly involved in the production of the advanced tanks that the Germans had during World War II.
This
And on
cut.
top of tanks,
Yo,
he
I'm
also
not
helped-
gonna lie. This mustache. Like,
They love that jump. I ain't
I'm not
gonna lie.
It's doing mustache goatee combo like the way.
That's their version of it. That was their version of it.
Bro, that's not what's
designed and
having
engineered their
motion.
bomber planes as well. And because of all of the engineering efforts that Ferdinand had given, he was a member of the Nazi Party and an honorary Oberfuhrer in the SS, which is basically just
Is that the actual Porsche, or is it a different one, bro? Because I kind of want a GT3, bro.
a military ranking within the Nazi Party. I would argue
Nah,
it's fair to
you want a GT3, you owned a Tesla. Like, what's up with you, bro? Nah, it's getting weird in here.
I owned a Tesla in like 2020. Wait.
You want a Porsche?
Wait. Actually, no, I'm about to fuck you up.
It's mad weird in here, bro. It's mad weird.
I'm about to fuck you up. I had a Tesla in 2020, got rid of it 2021. That was way before that Elon was weird.
I feel like
no,
y'all resonated.
hell no. I just wanted the car. And then I got bored. I actually didn't like the car, so I gave it back.
Right.
Owning a Tesla during... When did Elon start becoming weird, bro?
You tell me, Nick.
say that those qualifications are worthy of putting you in the bad person category. And for that reason, I wanted to mention him. Because although he helped develop the planes and tanks that killed millions of people, including civilians, he did develop the Volkswagen Beetle, but even more notably, nearly 35 years before he developed the Volkswagen Beetle, Ferdinand and a colleague developed the first gasoline-electric hybrid vehicle
He still hasn't talked about Porsche. He still hasn't talked about Porsche, bro.
Talked about Porsche.
ever, known as the Loner Porsche Electric.
Okay, wait. Still could just be his last name. Hey, bro.
Nah, and it was an electric vehicle.
I don't like electric vehicles.
It's getting
Hold up.
weird in here.
And while electric cars and hybrid cars didn't take off for another 100
Isn't
something
your
years,
car right
Ferdinand
now
played
a
an important role
hybrid?
in
My car's
Isn't
not.
your
no,
car
I have a
right
Corolla.
now a
I have a Corolla.
hybrid?
No, I have
Nah,
a regular
it's
Corolla.
getting
I have a regular Corolla.
Nah, this is getting weird.
We have the same car.
Nah, this is weird, bruh.
Misinformation, the bit. Hold up.
pioneering the entire segment of automobiles. And in case you were wondering
A Corolla is not a hybrid. I specifically have the four-cylinder John.
or didn't figure it out yet, Ferdinand Porsche is also the creator of Porsche Auto.
Now, something is getting weird in here, chat. I'm trying to tell you, something in here is weird. It just don't feel.
Do me a favor, though. 1 second. 1 second, gang. 1 second, bro. 1 second, bro. Okay. Yeah, he did the bad things. Yes, he did them bad things, bro. Look at the... But, like, look, though. But look, though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Satan himself could have manufactured that bitch and I'm still buying it. All glory to God.
Look me in my eyes. Oh yeah, he not there, chat.
I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, bro, I looked in his eyes. I saw someone else.
Hey, man, say,
Chat,
man.
he's not
No.
there. Wait.
No bat.
Wait, hold on.
Wait.
Hold on, wait. Look at me. Yo, someone just yelled at me.
Hold up.
Yo, someone
Hold
yelled
up,
for
bro.
help just now.
All I'm saying
No.
is, the guy that killed Martin Luther King could design this car, and that's what got it, bro. I ain't gonna cap. I'm gonna need this. I need this before I die, bro.
They took my dog.
Do you see that yellow? I need this before I die, bro. I can't even cap to you, man. I can't even cap. I can't even cap, bro. I can't even cap. Don't you?
Yeah.
I forgot I just washed my hair, bro.
Automobiles, arguably one of the best automotive manufacturers of all time. With that being said, as cool as this...
Matter of fact, that gotta be racist. That gotta be racist, bro. Who is the creator of Chevy? Okay, Louis Chevrolet.
That man is probably an honest man.
Was Louis Chevrolet racist? Chevrolet Brothers. It's not loading in time. Yes. Yes. Okay, actually, no, I have to Google it now.
Just do it on the computer, nigga. So that they can at least see him to react.
Louis was a race car driver. Golden Age, the Classic Six company. They're not going to say nothing. But that was OD racist, bro. It had to
my
be.
boy Louis.
Had to be racist.
Shout out my boy
Sports
Louis.
cars we have are today.
Racist.
That was good.
It's definitely a mind bender thinking about the origins of these things. Saddam Hussein. Jumping out of World War II and Europe entirely, let's get into the Middle East and discuss an extremely polarizing figure. The president of Iraq from 1979 all the way up until 2003.
I ain't gonna lie, he ain't having no motion.
Nah, this nigga OD had motion, bro.
I feel like he OD fell off. Like he's not. I feel like he had his moment. Like no. Stop, Lil Pump.
Stop.
Crazy peak. D-Road.
Stop.
That qualify Saddam as a bad person were the genocides, human rights violations, and chemical weapons usage. But realistically, all you need to know is that Saddam Hussein had a dictatorial regime, and like every other dictatorial regime in history, they're not pleasant. While there was a lot of unsavory things going on in Iraq under Saddam Hussein's rule, one good thing that happened under his rule was free healthcare. That's right, if you're an Iraqi citizen,
that's pretty monumental.
Stop.
during the 1980s, you had access to a plethora of healthcare services, hospital visits, doctor's visits, medications. These were all provided to you from the government. And the reason why I mentioned the 1980s specifically is because that's when Iraq's oil revenue was rather high, which gave the government extra money to invest in public services.
They money look tough though, I ain't gonna lie. That's a fire dollar bill, bro.
That's way.
Which it did, specifically.
Imagine a money spread with one of them Johns.
But you're not really
the
looking
benefit
at the
of this
figure,
program.
like in the money when you money spread. Though.
That's what I'm saying. It's about the silhouette, bro.
Program was kind of short-lived because during the 1990s, the quality and access of all of these free services were basically paused due to severe international sanctions and, of course, the Gulf War that shortly after ensued. But regardless, for a period of time, Saddam Hussein did provide Iraq with free healthcare, but he also did provide genocide, murder, and human rights violations to others. Ted Bundy. If you couldn't already tell, I'm trying to make this video.
What did Ted Bundy do that was good?
He was having motion a little bit.
But we're saying think good things that he's done. All he did was kill people.
He gave us a movie, right? Isn't there a movie?
As much of a mixed bag as possible. But with that being said, I'm sure you're thinking, what possibly could Ted Bundy, likely one of the most famous serial killers and psychopaths ever, have done that's good? What is Ted Bundy's good deed to the world? And the answer is incredibly odd. Although Ted Bundy is one of the most famous serial killers of all time, there was also a time in his life when he was actively working to save people's lives. That's right, the psychopath who senselessly killed innocent women and girls was also somebody that people would talk to in their darkest hours. And what I mean by
therapist?
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
That is, Ted Bundy worked at a crisis center in Seattle, where he specifically helped people dealing with suicidal thoughts. And on top of just helping these people, he wasn't even working there. He was a volunteer, a double good deed whammy.
That's noble.
What?
But in case this is news to you, it's pretty shocking news to say the least. You know, a serial killer working at a suicide prevention hotline, sometimes the jokes just write themselves. But the speculation behind why he was doing this is where the situation gets interesting, and something we really don't have an answer to. Bundy was never interrogated about his time as a crisis hotline volunteer. He had a lot of other things.
Why did no one ask that question?
To answer for. So this is something that's kind of not fully known. But some popular speculations are that Bundy was just doing it as extra credit for school because he was a psychology major.
Oh, then that don't count.
Another kind of ironic.
If you benefit from it, you're not really like, nah, I'm not counting.
If I saved your life, I don't care if you gave me 10,000.
Look. We're comparing like all the stuff that the other people did to this. No, he did. You gotta weigh it though.
You gotta weigh it though. It's a weight scale. The other people did way more egregious things and did way more helpful things. He did egregious things, but he ain't take thousands of bodies. So he's allowed to, because his grade scale is like, come on now. It's perspective.
You got me.
Point, seeing that he's a psychopath. But it's also likely that Ted Bundy worked in this situation so that he could experience these emotions, learn from them, and ultimately try to emulate them and use them for his own twisted benefit. And a third theory is that Bundy worked at this center to feel a sense of power. It's said that psychopaths typically have a god complex, making them feel a grandiose sense of self, and that the world revolves around them, and that they are so powerful and so important. And if you had this feeling about yourself, then it wouldn't be unreasonable to assume that you would likely put yourself in a position where
you want to save people.
People would come to you at their most vulnerable and essentially put their life in your hands. Even if they were potentially helping the other person, they were doing it for their own gain. So yeah, at one point in his life, one of the most notorious serial killers ever actually prevented people from ending their lives.
I'm not really counting that one.
Ted Bundy's motives were for working in this position. Did he want to look inconspicuous? Did he want to learn about human emotion? Did he want to feel like he was in control? Or was he just looking for extra credit in school? I have no idea, but they're all likely considerations. And while we're on the topic of notorious serial killers, let's just get this one out of the way. John Wayne Gacy.
Oh, the clown guy.
Gacy is another one of the most notorious serial killers from America. And he's also another example of somebody living...
Is he what It was based off of?
No. Maybe? Actually? I don't know.
A pretty disturbing double life. Because to most, he seemed like a local member of the community. He appeared to have a...
He looked like a fat Omni-Man.
Successful contracting business. He was active in politics locally, and he was also well liked in the community for reasons we'll get into. But when nobody was looking and Gacy was alone with a victim, there was a twisted side that revealed itself. That specifically involved the torture, rape, and murder of at least 33 young boys and men.
W what?
Edit. I said W edit earlier. The edit was still fire. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Most of which he buried beneath his own home. But as I mentioned, every coin has two sides. And when Gacy wasn't ruining the lives of young boys and destroying families for generations to come, he would occasionally do things that would be considered actually good. Most notably, dressing up as Pogo the Clown and volunteering at children's hospitals.
That's not a good thing. This would make me cry as a kid, bro. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you,
My parents had never once gotten me a clown.
Ever, bro. Like, me and my family stayed at the Ronald McDonald House for a little bit. But even then, I don't even think I saw clowns there.
The Ronald McDonald House?
Yeah, the charity house. They had like a charity house for like kids and stuff.
I never heard of that.
Oh, yeah.
Hospitals and local events to bring cheer to children, which is...
Do I not talk about my life?
No.
Oh. Because the Mexican thing was one thing. You didn't know it? All right, for sure.
Obviously.
Type shit.
Extremely eerie knowing what he actually brought to children. And on top of acting as a clown at others' events, he would also organize his own events, specifically neighborhood block parties, with food, drink, entertainment, anything you want any block party. And ironically, his events were typically attended by members of law enforcement, which once again only makes the reality of the situation that much darker. Similar to Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy was a killer hidden in plain sight, and truly a wolf in sheep's clothing. And while
bro was scouting, okay,
that's what I was thinking too. I was thinking that too at that children's hospital.
Don't think that, bro. Stop.
Putting on events for your community and trying to bring joy to those in worse positions than yourself is definitely a noble pursuit. When you are doing so in order to find your next victim or to simply make yourself look less conspicuous, then you're almost not even a bad person doing good things. You're just a bad person pretending to do good things.
Yeah, it's like when they benefit from it, that's when it's like, eh. But hey, man. That's gonna be the video. Hope you guys like it. We'll catch you in the next one. Be sure to check out my stuff.
Nah, yo.
Sure check out Stanley's stuff.
Stan with the goddamn plan, 2 blams in his hand, Willie will up a can. I don't really care if I got a tax because the Uncle Sam. I ain't say shit. Follow me on Stanley's life.
And we'll catch you guys in the next one.